Hey everyone, in this video I will be rebuilding the front forks of the Gs500. As I've mentioned in my last video, this is my first time working on the bike, so I started off with taking off the parts which were easier. Once the bush was out, I could access the screw inside that holds the damping rod. I was figuring out how to open it up as I went along, and since I couldn't grip the inner tube in the vise, I decided to undo the damper rod screw first. It takes a hex key The first one unscrewed easily. After letting the oil drain, I tried to unscrew the second one, but that seemed to be rotating the damping rod inside. So I decided to get back to the first one and removed the dust cover. Then I took out the snap ring that holds the seal in its place. Now the seals on these were really stuck and there was a lot of gunk in there, so I cleaned it up first. I hate the fact that this was the way everyone was taking out the seals. I hate having to use brute force on mechanical parts. I'm sure there must be a better way out there. Anyways, I got back to trying to unscrew the top of the inner tube. But this time I used a sandpaper in there to grip the tube and it worked like a charm. Removed the spacer, drained the oil, and the spring came out next. They both seemed to be in good condition. Now this one's damping rod came out easily and the outer tube looks okay on the inside. But now the damping rod was totally free to move around and I couldn't unscrew it. So I had an idea and went to my neighborhood welder and got a tool made to grip the damping rod. So this face of the rod needed to be held in place and this is where the screw is holding it. So this is what I got made. That's a 23mm nut. Now to give you an idea, this is how far down the damper sits when it's screwed into place. And this is where the inner tube will rest when completely compressed. And this is the distance we need to cover. There we have it. Sits perfectly in there and you can easily unscrew it from the other side. I'm quite happy with my idea. Although I did realize that having another pair of hands to hold it in place would have been nice. I still managed to get it done. And the seal on this one came out quite easily. The other one was a different story. A lot of repetition and frustration later, I eventually got it out too. Once all the parts were out, I gave them a nice cleaning with kerosene. I'm not sure if it should be used for this, but it did do wonders. And I was bound to make a mess with that. There are all the parts. Now I'm sure that I wasn't supposed to mix them up, but too late. This little guy here was put in by whoever did a rebuild on these years back. These are supposed to sit between the spring and the spacer, because they probably lost this guy on the left. The plastic cylinder on the right has its counterpart still stuck in its place way down there. I didn't try to get it out because he seems happy there. The seals and dust cover are in really bad shape. No wonder the ride was so rough and leaking all the time. The bushes are in good condition. I looked for scratches or corrosion, but they're perfectly reusable. And I finally found the seals. Let's get it all back in. But wait, I got these dust covers in the wrong size, so I'm gonna have to go back and get them replaced. So I again took the whole thing apart once I knew what goes where. And started to reassemble it while lubing up the bushes. Tightened up everything properly. I cut a piece of PVC pipe to fit the top bush in place. Now on the seal, you will notice that one side has a flat face, so the side with the lip goes upwards. Try to avoid direct force on the seal. You do not want to damage that. I put a metal washer on it and then forced it in place. Never ever forget the snap ring. Now I saw in a manual that an exact 382 milliliters of oil was gonna go in each of these. It didn't really seem enough, but I wouldn't really want to go against the manual on this. Now again, showing the steps for the assembly so you don't have to go through the whole video over and over. It's quite self-explanatory by now. I'm sure anyone who has seen the video can easily follow this. Good luck, people. And there we have it. I'm thinking I might paint them, but that's gonna be a separate video when I paint the whole bike before assembly, cause I haven't decided on the color scheme yet. So thanks for watching the video. I'm really looking forward to getting some criticism from the pros. Do like and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye bye.